To the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Rodgers.
He'll get this out wide to Gaskin.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Allen.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. They go counter with Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd down and 8.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give to Breida. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's this case. How about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, Allen. He finds his man, that's Sweeney. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Switch it, switch it. 36. Mike 8.
They run with Breida. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20.
Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 4.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw is taken in by Waddle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Check down to Breida.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, you talk about this offense in this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, it seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They find some open field here. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
second down and 7. Now Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Grant. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'd be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On 2nd and a long way to go. Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and 2. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
It's a game 2. With some 3rd and 5.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Diggs. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Dolphins 24, Bills 17.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the option, they'll hand it to Moss. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he'll buy some time right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Moss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Another run with Gaskin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
This is Gaskin on the carry. Oh, some strong running. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Room to run for Gaskin. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game. And this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Allen.
Out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They'll look to run with Moss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Allen taking it himself. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.